And so I think I should thank you. Thank you.
And thank you to you for your interesting report. Mariia, did you manage to fix your problem, or?
Yes, I think I fixed and ready to show my presentation.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello.
For the second time, and I want to show you the presentation, development of a productive credit decision-making system based on the ontology model. The primary aim of this paper is development of intelligent system for credit decision support by bank based on the ontology model in the protege detail, which will form a common knowledge base for credit decision making in a new environment. There are a lot of changes that the COVID-19 pandemic made with us during last year, and the bank system are not an exception. For 2020 year, European Central Bank try to focus as banks on the 4 priority areas that have been significantly affected by the current crisis: credit risk management, strength of capital, sustainability of the business model, and management. The National Bank of Ukraine also joined the process of strengthening regulation by adopting a new version for resolution 64 and taking into account the updated norms of the European legislation and domestic practice for implementing a risk management system by banks. To meet European Central Bank's requirement, the bank needs to develop a risk management information system. It is during studying the related works, we'll find out that some authors made a structure that aims to present and classify knowledge about the function of risk management using semantic web information technology. Some drew attention to the specifics of credit risk management during the pandemic in financial institutes outside the banking system, in microfinance institutions in development countries. Some authors conducted research on coordination and exchange of informational groups, emphasizing that to the date, information and communication technologies have been less progressed. And so on related works, the above review indicates that all existing credit risk management ontologies are in English, but banking documents in Ukraine are in Ukrainian language. Thus, a separate problem is adaptation to the bank documents of the method formalization of Ukrainian language content for the model of ontology and productive system of fuzzy inference. The purpose of this article is building an ontology of the development of decision support system is provoked by the reviews of the effects of the pandemic on the global banking system and work which emphasizes the relationship and support between business and banks. There are 4 stages of knowledge-based development. In this work, we perform stages 1 and 2. The first stage is necessary to form a structure of the ontology. And the second, it is building of decision support system of credit decision in banking institutes of Ukraine. The structure of the ontology risk management had such structure. Let's look at more narrow structure as credit risk, meta ontology, and risk management scheme. On figure 1, you see risk management scheme of banking institutes of Ukraine. And this is structure of the meta ontology of credit decision that we the ontology, the meta ontology consists of 3 ontologies: ontology risk, ontology alternative, and ontology choice. This ontology contains superclasses, and after superclasses we have in different products and different relationships.
Okay, how much time do you need to finish your report?
I have 5 slides.
Okay.
This is protege decision-making ontograph of risk management in banking institution, and more narrow credit decision-making ontograph. So this is the second stage, building of decision support system of credit decisions in banking institution of Ukraine. So conclusions. The scientific novelty is determined by the developed general base of knowledge of credit risk and credit decision-making of banking institutes in Ukraine, which are reflected in the decision support system of credit decisions. This is based on the approach to structuring information contained in banking documents and the ways to formalize data for fuzzy output. The development will allow processing a large volume of requests for loans and their administrations. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Please, questions, if any. All right, let me ask you the following question. So, will your decision-making system decide whether to grant loans to legal entities or individuals, I mean physical entities, or your system is universal?
This system are universal and it is it will be interesting for analytic departments of banks, and analytic departments will make with настройками of bank.
We are using bank custom settings. Okay,
yes,
see.
It will be used in.
Any questions? Any more?
Yes, I have 2 questions. First one, what input data will be used by your future system? What kind of data, maybe? What types of data, and so on?
It will be bank data about person who want about who we made credit decision. There are a lot of reputation.
All data that have banking institution, yeah?
Yeah,
Or,
it is
okay.
from the bank will be information.
Mhm. Okay. And the second question is, what data will you use to test the performance of your future program, the real or maybe synthetic?
It will be real
Mhm.
data from the banks and about real credits and credit decisions.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your questions.
You're welcome. So, very interesting report and is of great practical use. And our next final report is Informational Retrieval Thesaurus of Yaroslav Mudryi, National Library of Ukraine, Context, Structure, and Use. Presenters Oksana Zbanatska, Oksana Tur, and Ksenia Sizova.
Good afternoon. Do you see my presentation?
Yes, we do.
The problem of creating searchable images of documents using RT is important in the context of organizing effective information retrieval in large areas of information. The purpose of the research is a comprehensive analysis of information retrieval thesaurus of Yaroslav Mudryi National Library of Ukraine, in particular its content, structure, and use. In Ukraine, IRT of Yaroslav Mudryi Library has become widespread. The idea of its creation arose from the specialist of cataloging department with the beginning of the electronic catalog. Works on the development of dictionary entries for basic terms of IRT continued during 1997 till 2003. In February 2004, IRT was published in printed and electronic form. It contained more than 15,500 terms. In the following years, work on its filling was continued. The development of new dictionary articles for terms depended on the document flow of the library. The number of terms increased every year. IRT contains articles on lexical and semantic collection of terms, geographical names, personalities, institution, and organization. In January 2019, a new information travel service Thesaurus was posted on the library specialist page of Yaroslav Mudryi Library website. This resource is an electronic version of IRT created by library staff during 1997 till 2020. It's homepage of IRT. On IRT homepage on Yaroslav Mudryi website, the general information is placed. Examples of dictionary articles on description and on description are given. Conditional marks which are put before terms are described. Search rules provide instruction on search features in this service. For example, when searching for the term cars, a fragment of the inverted lexical semantic collection of terms appears. In the fragment of inverted lexical semantic collection of terms, there is a certain color designation. Descriptors are marked in blue, inverted descriptors in light blue, non-descriptors in gray. Therefore, users can immediately visually determine the term status. In this list, the term car is chosen and the corresponding dictionary article opens. By following the hyperactive link of any terms, you can read the relevant dictionary article and view its content. Thus, the information posted in the IRT, experts can use to unify the subject headings and subheadings or sub-rubrics. Of great importance on the search is the fact that the terms presented in IRT are inverted. There is a Latin transcription for biological terminology and some medical terms. An example of such dictionary articles is given. Symbols are used to indicate the relationship between thesaurus terms. Each label reflects the type of terminological connection. Vocabulary articles reflect the subject in the concise form, and some of them have notes. RT is served as a terminological guide in various fields of knowledge, and RT reflects the system of concepts in form of structured set of terms, and is the result of serious and time-consuming work or highly qualified specialists. We hope that the information retrieval service Thesaurus will be useful for librarians who create searchable images of documents. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. You said that the users, so this Thesaurus is intended for librarians. As you introduced yourself, you are working at you're working at the academic of Yaroslav Mudryi, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And will the legal workers, so coroners and lawyers, can they also use this Thesaurus? So,
Thank you for your question. This Thesaurus are sufficient for all users, not only librarians. It's my error.
No, it's not an error. I'd like to precise such a kind of moments.
For citizens.
For all citizens. And this is it your development? Is it so?
It's our development, collective of authors.
Oh, that's great. And what's your role in this project? You elaborate linguistic part.
We collaborate with this collective, and my role is systematization of information.
Thank you very much. Very interesting. It's of a great is of great use your elaboration. And is it freely accessed? Can we access freely?
I don't hear.
Is this Thesaurus is an open access?
Oh, in open access, yes, yeah.
Thank you very much. And any more questions?
Yeah, I have one question. Is the using of your Thesaurus improved the efficiency of information retrieval, maybe in your databases, librarian databases, or someone or something?
Yeah, of course, for all.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
Any more questions? No more. If no more questions, special thanks to you, because you had to wait for too much time for your report presentation. So special. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, we have run out of our program. So tomorrow the conference will continue its work, and the time of beginning is 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock we have another the second plenary sessions with also interesting reports. So we have also 4 sections and you will free to choose any of them. So, and I hope we shall be glad to see you tomorrow. So, and before finishing our section, you have a chance to tell to us, to the chairs, and my colleague Natalia, what's your impressions? So, was it very interesting, or were there some things that make you that made you interesting? So, thank you very much to everyone. So we are waiting for you tomorrow. So
Thank you.
till tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
To all participants, to organization. Organization was the best, and I'm impressed of all reports, presentations of our communication, and I hope that tomorrow will be so interesting as today.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.